Okay, guys, I was asked for a little more in-depth technically for the chipping and pitching. Now, let me start first and foremost with the impact position on the full swing. Now, if you remember, we're looking for a full backswing, right? Nice big pivot of the body. Now, this allows us to create some momentum. So now as I start shifting back down, the hands are getting there first. Then, at the moment of impact, you'll notice the weight is braced on my left side. My hands are forward of the golf ball. My head is still slightly back. And I'm swinging through the golf ball. Now, since I don't have a complete backswing, to gather the momentum needed to get me into that position, I need to preset a couple of positions. So the first position I'm going to do is I'm going to bring my feet together and drop my left foot slightly back. What this does is pre-clear my hips. As you notice, at the top of the swing, I'm 90 with the shoulders and 45 with the hips. So at the moment of impact, those hips are going to be open in relation to the shoulders. So I'm going to drop that left foot back to create this. Number two, I'm going to brace some weight inside that left foot. You notice the right knee is braced against it. I don't want to feel like I'm bracing my left against the right. I want to brace the right against the left. And then my shoulder, my hands are going to be nudged forward to that. So now I'm in a great position, which is the same as the impact position of that full swing, okay? So hands forward, weight forward, foot slightly back. So you notice the nice lowercase y position I have with my arms. To maintain this lowercase y position, all I gotta do is swing with my shoulders. Now, as I'm swinging with the shoulders, you notice I'm not trying to keep my hips from moving. I'm gonna let my hips move. So the shoulders will activate the hips, but you notice I'm not coming off this pressure point here. So the mainstay is the weight staying inside that left hip and that left ankle. So, weight stays forward, hand stays forward. To maintain that lowercase y all the way to the finish here, notice how my shoulders have come all the way through. If my shoulders don't come all the way through, then the hands have to continue. So if your hands are breaking down, it's because you're not moving through enough with the shoulders. So brace forward, hands forward, using the pec and called the anterior deltoid, the shoulder muscle here. I'm going to push back, and I'm going to do the same on the other way through. Notice how I'm staying braced on that left side. All right, so let's try a shot. Just trying to land the ball right here on the front of the green, and then roll it to the hole. Okay? So that's the way it looks from the front view. Let me show you the back view for a second. Again, my stance is slightly open, my hands are forward. What allows me the proper contact with the golf ball, or pardon me, with the sole of the club to the ground through the golf ball, is not coming to the inside. So watch, if you have a tendency to come to the inside, you'll have a tendency to scuff the ground before the ball and top your shots coming through. So make sure that everything's feeding. So if I take it back here and let it fall, it'll naturally fall through the golf ball. And that's number one. Okay. Number two, did you notice how after I took my practice swing, how I moved to the ball? You take a practice swing here, I see so many of you guys do this to go to the golf ball. Well, if I'm tossing horseshoes or a softball, imagine I'm tossing a softball towards you, and then this is my practice swing right here. Notice the arm's hanging. And if I move like this to toss the softball, I've got a lot of different vectors to change here. So I got to figure out where I'm going to release the softball. I got to hold it out here. It's a lot of effort. It's like 4 times the work. Whereas if it's just hanging here, Then all I got to do is figure out how much momentum I need to get it to you. So it's the same thing here. How much momentum do I need to land the ball right here at the front of the green? Not that much. Okay? So hopefully that helps you out as far as the chipping is concerned. And I'll do another video for you as far as the pitch shots are concerned. I'll see you in a bit. Hey guys, let me introduce you to Alan Panuncio. He's one of our senior instructors here at the Richmond Hill Golf Learning Center. And he's going to help me establish this pitch shot. So you saw the technique that we did as far as the chip shots, where that left foot is slightly back, weight's braced forward, the hands are forward, and we're just using shoulders to maintain that lowercase y. Now we're going to broaden that a little bit more, and Alan's going to show you the pitch shot, where we got a shot right here that's just about 35 to 40 yards to the flagstick. Alan's got his sand wedge, and you'll notice that when he gets set up to the golf ball, he's got a narrow stance because there's not a lot of weight shift in this shot. He's going to have the weight braced a little more on his left side and his hands forward, and he's just going to use some nice momentum to swing through that ball toward that flag. Okay. Shot, Alan. Hit another one. Okay. All right. So if, let's say, the flag was at the front of the green. Yep. So let's see how you would take your practice swing, find out how much momentum you need to get to the front of the green, and then repeat when you get to the ball. That's it. So he's looking for that uninterrupted momentum. Good. That was a lot softer. So, now let's see you take one to the back of the green. Okay. So since it's a deep green, you might want to widen your stance a little bit more. It's going to be a little bit more of a swing. So we're just going to look for a little bit more momentum in the shot. So if you guys notice, even though his weight is on his left side, his head is still centered behind the golf ball. That was a good one there. Excellent. That's right there at the back of the green. So to recap, mind if I use your club for a second, Alan? Sure. Thanks. So to recap, as you get to a little bit longer shot, we're going to go to slightly wider stance because it's a slightly longer swing to generate a little bit more momentum. But anything short of a full swing, you're going to be braced on that left side. It's a one-legged shot. The right leg is a support post to keep you up against your leaning post, which is your left leg. So don't let the weight slide over to the right side. You'll have a tendency to hit the ground before the ball or top the ball. So you'll notice that even though the hips and shoulders are turning, the weight is always staying braced inside that left foot. And then the head, if the head moves forward, you'll have a tendency to gouge the shot. So keep your head slightly at the back of the ball, the weight slightly forward, and then figure out how much momentum you need to land the ball where you want to land it. If you go back to one of the 40 to 60 yard pitch shots I showed you, there's a great tip in there. It gives you a really nice tip on how to find the right distance for each shot. You take a practice swing that'd be a little too soft, no interruptions, that would be way too soft, and want to be way too long. So obviously that would have been more towards an 80 or 90 yard shot, and you find the one in between. And that'll really help you center that momentum to the flagstick or to the landing area that you're trying to land on. So I hope that was helpful. Thanks a lot, Alan. Appreciate it.